off and running at Oaklawn Park on Kentucky Derby Day and closing day of the 2024-2025 season. Slow break from the back of the field from Wampus Kitten. Good beginning from Fine by Design, who's on the lead 3 parts of a length. Take Her Back takes back to second in the early stages. Chica Arma is third with Southern Spite. They're pretty much together. Then Sending, Spin the Breeze to the inside, and a slow starting Wampus Kitten who's deep. Another length to Sabres, who's second to last, and Wildwood Queen can see them all as they go into the far turn. 7 or 8 lengths from tip to tail as they corner. And here's Fine by Design losing the lead to Take Her Back, who surges to a half-length edge. Fine by Design on the inside, behind in second now. Chica Arma getting closer, taking that second position away from Fine by Design. Wampus Kitten is shaken up third, under pressure. Southern Spite being asked to pick it up as they come to the top of the lane. Take Her Back off the turn, clear by a length here. Chica Arma on the outside, bearing down for the final 3/16. Take Her Back has a response when Chica Arma came up alongside. Take Her Back extends stride, opens up 2 on Chica Arma. Sabres into the third position. It's Take Her Back coming to the finish clear. Take Her Back. Walter De La Cruz, gate to wire in the opener. Chica Arma was second, then Sabres, and Southern Spite was fourth. And they're off. Chino Hollander leapt in the air at the start just a little bit, then taking up after the start was Outlaw Run. Task, forwardly placed in the first quarter mile, does not have the lead. Speaking Loud on the inside, firing through to have a share of it as they go into the first turn. Stuck in Snow alongside of him, but Speaking Loud now takes control, leads by a length from Stuck in Snow. Task in third with Chino Hollander, then Double Check. The gray Where's Randy is next with Point Blank, who's tugging a little bit. He's running 5 lengths off the lead. A gap of a length and a half to Storm Strategy, then Outlaw Run, Chrome Runner, they're side by side, and Max Dot Sox is at the rear as they swing up the backstretch. The Pacemakers, Speaking Loud in the first leg of the early pick 4, leads a length and a half from Stuck in Snow. Gino Hollander down on the inside third. Task placed well, 3 lengths off the pace. Another length to Double Check. Where's Randy patiently ridden on the rail with Point Blank? They're still side by side. They're 2 better than Storm Strategy. Another length and a half to Outlaw Run. Chrome Runner still second to last. And now Max Dot Sox is being asked to make a move on the outside of horses. Takes the second last spot going into the turn. Speaking Loud around the turn. 3/4 of a length ahead. Now it's a half length. Stuck in Snow getting a lot closer in second. Task is third, 3 deep sent along. On the inside, Gino Hollander loses a spot in fourth. Where's Randy? Searching for racing room. He's got some horse here, trying to get out a little bit, turning for home, but he's mounting a rally as they come down the lane. Task got the jump on Where's Randy, and Task goes to the front. In the second spot is Stuck in Snow. Where's Randy? Grandstand side trying to reel in Task. Task on the lead. Where's Randy? Outside, coming with a charge, and he takes the lead here with a 16th to go. Where's Randy coming to the finish, neck in front of Task, who's coming back. Where's Randy? And Task photo finish. Oh boy, it was tight. Where's Randy? Task on the line, right together there, and then Storm Strategy. And they're off. Uneventful break. Vivir Con Alegria on the lead right away from Reveille Valley, who takes the second spot. Lucky Boss put into play, taking third early. Frost Alert Park Deep as they go into the first turn run. Vivir Con Alegria leads the way by a length from Reveille Valley. Lucky Boss in a tight spot there, has to tap on the brakes. Frost Alert trying to get over after losing some ground into the first turn, is rushing up to claim second and comes after Vivir Con Alegria. Vivir Con Alegria half length in front now. Frost Alert makes a dash to come and challenge moves that front runner down the backstretch a half length back. Gap of 2 to Reveille Valley settles in third. Lucky Boss in the 4th position. Then Right Tone, he's between horses. On Esprit's inside. Tricky Tracky losing position 3 deep. Mad Adams sent along. He's 7 lengths off the pace in midfield. 5 clear of Dual Monarchy and Candy for Carmel to the inside. Hey Boss is farther in on the fence. And Wartime Hero is last. They go into the far turn. Frost Alert is given way. He calls it an afternoon. It is plummeting back. Vivir Cone Alegria still paving the way as they round the far turn. A length and a tail ahead of Lucky Boss into the 2nd position. On Esprit tries to get going in 3rd as they round the far turn. And then Right Tone sent along. He's 3 wide. Reveille Valley backing away. The others need to get going as they come to the top of the lane. Vivir Cone Alegria turns for home with a length and a half cushion. Now it's 2 as he tries to give this field a slip. Vivir Cone Alegria, Right Tone on Esprit chasing 2nd and 3rd. From the back of the field, Hey Boss is coming on with Dual Monarchy, furlong left. Vivir Cone Alegria starting to struggle a little bit, needs to find more. On Esprit's coming, and so is Hey Boss down the grandstand side. Vivir Cone Alegria just keeps fending off the challenges, and Vivir Cone Alegria gets it all the way under Ramon Vasquez. Hey Boss 2nd, On Esprit 3rd, Dual Monarchy finish 4th.
Experience the excitement of horse racing with Oaklawn Anywhere. If you're an Arkansas resident, you can watch and wager on horse racing from around the globe, whether you're at home or on the go, with any smartphone, laptop, or tablet, anytime, anywhere. Download the free Oaklawn Anywhere app and register for a sign-up bonus. With access to past performances, live video, race replays, and expert handicapping data, you're always in the know with no subscription fees. Bet online anytime with Oaklawn Anywhere. Exclusively available to Arkansans. Right, Max? Oaklawn Anywhere. Our season never ends. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Hey, Sophie, want to know the speed figures, class ratings, and pace numbers of every horse running today? What about the past performances? How about watching a replay? Want to place a bet?
I already did, Nancy, on the Oaklawn Anywhere app. Do you want to know the dam and sour of every horse running today? What about their workout records? What about jockey and trainer stats? What about track bias stats?
Where'd you find that?
The Oaklawn Anywhere app updated. You're such a boomer. Give me your phone. I can't believe you didn't know that there's everything from favorite win percentages to run style stats and median win payouts. I mean, there's a lot more on here too.
Deposit some funds into my account while you're at it and let's make some money. Oaklawn Anywhere makes my job a lot easier.
Watch, learn, and wager on racing around the world with the Oaklawn Anywhere app.
Our season
never ends. This message is brought to you by Oaklawn Anywhere. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
And we're off. An eventful break. Darrow right to the lead with Mo Go. These two from towards the outside share the top spot. Infinite Luck running in 3rd. Fast Joker right behind the pace on a hold going into the first turn. Stellar Vino and the yellow cap 3 wide as they corner. Then Tis Wicked Strong. Gatlinburg, they're side by side. Dr. Storm, he's 3rd last early. A length and a half clear of Halfway Tempted. Remember the Fear. They're together at the back. Darrow getting to the rail and the lead and really slows the tempo now. It's on the lead here. Darrow a length and a quarter ahead of Mo Go, who's right behind on his tail running in the 2nd spot. Stellar Vino, Fast Joker, Infinite Luck, they're all stretched across the track. Tis Wicked Strong on restraint. He's 4 off the lead. Another 2 lengths to Dr. Storm passing Gatlinburg, who's now 3rd last. Halfway Tempted, still 2nd to last. And remember the Fear is at the back while under pressure and losing a little bit of ground as they hit the half-mile pole. Darrow with absolutely no excuses, cruising on the lead, and he's 3/4 of a length ahead. Mo Go right behind in chase mode as they go into the far turn. Tis Wicked Strong trying to get closer as they round the turn. He's passing horses. Stellar Vino into the 3rd position. He goes as they round the far turn. Tis Wicked Strong right behind the leaders, searching for racing room. 4 off the pace. Infinite Luck has come under pressure too as they come to the top of the lane here. Darrow, Mo Go going at it as they come off the turn. Stellar Vino 3 pass off the rail trying to reel them in. On the extreme outside is Dr. Storm. Furlong to go. Darrow charging to the 8th pole with the advantage. Outside is Dr. Storm. He's into the 2nd spot with Mo Go, but it's Darrow still clear. And Darrow in the Godolphin Blue going to take him the distance under the meet's leading rider, Francisco Arrieta. 2nd, Mo Go. And then came Dr. Storm and 'Tis Wicked Strong. And Lyroff. Good start from Texas Cyclone, who sent hard for speed after breaking alertly. Here is a narrow lead on Fanatical, who runs in 2nd. Faust on the far outside sticks his head out to claim 3rd, but there's a pack of horses right there as well. Close call, has to tap on the brakes, went in tight, is shuffled back here to mid-division with Skibbity Riz and Troubles Roaring to the inside. Davino also stalking the pace here, not far off, and he's only 2 lengths off the pace. We come back in the field to Drill Baby. Cannon is at the back of the pack as they go into the turn. Guns and Ships has passed a couple runners, and he's 3rd last trying to produce a bid. We come back to the lead. Faust on the far outside gets to the rail and establishes command on the front end. Scampers to a 2-length lead. Texas Cyclone begins a steady retreat. Davino in the 2nd position. Fanatical trying to move with him. They're 2nd and 3rd chasing Faust, who swings off the turn to clear. Davino in 2nd. Drill Baby on the far outside trying to run on here. It's Faust with a furlong to go. He's kicked away to a 4-length lead from Davino and Drill Baby. 2nd and 3rd, Faust, the gray son of Volatile, finishing strong for Team Asmussen, and it's going to be Faust to score handsomely. Davino 2nd, Drill Baby 3rd, and Cannon from the rear snatches 4th. And Lyroff, an eventful start. Getty's Revenge, the long shot, showing speed today from the inside. Knight in the quarter trying to lug out here. Takes the 3rd position with Great Day for Vino, who's dashing forward. A Fixed is not far off. Knight in the corner straightens out, and Knight in the quarter up to challenge a Fix. These two together. Getty's Revenge right off of them, 3rd, 3 deep. A length and a half to Great Day for Vino. Tiptoe Joe is next in a compact group. In my opinion, the best. And Pasadoble, 4 and 3 wide going into the turn. Safe Bet was prominent early, has plummeted back to midfield. He's 7 or 8 lengths behind now. Gap of 2 to Lake of Fire is sent along from his position. Needs to turn it around. A length and a half to Perp Walk. Shuffled to the back of the pack with Phenomenal Dream. Coming to the top of the lane. Knight in the quarter. Goes on here. Getty's Revenge, 2nd under pressure. A Fixed is done. Dropping away as they come off the corner. Knight in the quarter. Just going strong here. Opens up 4. Now My Kid Sid comes out of the pack. Takes 2nd. Phenomenal Dream's getting going too. It's Knight in the quarter. Furlong to go. Strides are shortening, needs to finish here. My Kid Sid, a major danger, passes, and My Kid Sid and Walter De La Cruz drawing clear for a decisive win by 3. Phenomenal Dream picks up the 2nd spot over the weakening Knight in the quarter, and then Safe Bet, who is 4th.
Welcome to Oaklawn, where every arrival marks the beginning of a memorable stay. From the moment you walk through our doors, Oaklawn's dedicated team is committed to exceeding your expectations. Our concierge is ready to welcome you by tailoring your ideal escape. Indulge in the amenities of our resort and immerse yourself in Oaklawn's cabana-lined pool, the perfect place to soak up the sun. Allow us to personalize a retreat for rejuvenation at Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star spa. Conveniently located inside Oaklawn, the Astral Spa offers a comprehensive menu of therapies designed to delight the modern-day spa enthusiast. Explore a new level of luxury at Oaklawn, Hot Springs, Arkansas. Your haven to stay, play, and get away. Discover the charm of Hot Springs and check into Oaklawn, your ultimate destination. At Oaklawn, we're all about getting you closer to the action no matter where you are.
And we have 2 apps to keep you in the game.
You can bet on your favorite teams with Oaklawn Sports.
Or you can bet on your favorite horses with Oaklawn Anywhere.
Whether you're home or on the go, Oaklawn Anywhere and Oaklawn Sports gives you a safe and secure platform to get in on the action with thousands of wagering options right at your fingertips.
Oaklawn Sports is available anywhere in the state of Arkansas.
Where you can bet on your favorite teams or players in a variety of sports, including in-game proposition betting.
Oaklawn Anywhere is the horse racing app exclusively for Arkansas residents,
Where you can watch and wager on all the top races from Oaklawn,
along with year-round races from coast to coast and around the globe.
whether you're at the track, on the go, or at home.
The excitement is always within reach.
With Oaklawn Anywhere and Oaklawn Sports.
Oaklawn is your gateway to stay connected to the sports and horse racing that you love.
Up your game with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app, and wager anytime, anywhere with Oaklawn Anywhere. Download both today from the App Store or Google Play. This message is brought to you by Oaklawn Sports and Oaklawn Anywhere. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
And Laroff. Pat's Property on the far outside wins the start, takes advantage of it. His prominence still well off the rail here. Dynamis moving up to come and challenge. He's sent for speed. El Rey Dorado naturally quick coming out of sprints as well. El Rey Dorado quickest as they go into the first turn run and opens up about 2 lengths on Dynamis, who's happy to track. California Tiger moves inside of him, and Pat's Property who's 3 deep. Gap of 2 to Systematic Change. A similar margin to Huge Bigley and Rocket Sanders. They're side by side. Gasoline is next with Get Her Number. Own the field to the inside of that pair. They're 2 better than Touch of Glam, and that leaves Black, White, and Gold to trail the field. 15 lengths from first to last, and El Rey Dorado strings them out under Laren DeLorme. Leads by 2 1/4. Dynamis runs in second to the inside. California Tiger taking the third position with Pat's Property. Another 2 lengths to Systematic Change. Rocket Sanders. Huge Bigley stays on the rail approaching the far turn run. He's 8 lengths off the lead going into the turn. Gasoline sent for more as they go into that turn. A gap of 2 lengths back to own the field. Get Her Number is plummeted back to the second last spot. And Black, White, and Gold is yet to pass a runner as they round the far turn. Still on the lead, El Rey Dorado length in front of Dynamis, who's a clear second. California Tiger being asked for more on the inside. Coming to the top of the lane, he's saving ground. Rocket Sanders tries to join him. Pat's Property needs to pick it up as they swing off the turn. And here's Dynamis in the 3-path. Dynamis going by El Rey Dorado at the 3/16 pole here. El Rey Dorado is struggling. Rocket Sanders trying to reel in that front runner Dynamis, who still has the lead with a 16th to go. He kicks on to a 2.5 length lead, and it's going to be Dynamis and Jane Elliott to win it. El Rey Dorado holds on for second. Systematic Change was third. Huge Bigley between them was fourth. And Laroff. Getting squeezed at the break was Myra's Boy, drops to the rear. Betty's Cash from the inside going to the lead from Wrecker Point. Hearn had a steady hard off of heels, drops back to fourth. Palm Tree just past him as they corner into the first turn run. They've sorted themselves out. Betty's Cash on the front end, a length in front. Palm Tree runs in the second position. Wrecker Point off the speed today. He's third. Hearn is tugging on the inside of horses. My Noble Knight with him. The gray Plausible Denial is there swinging up the back stretch. And First Bid, who's four deep. Gap of two to Imperial Gun. Then Spoiler in the purple jacket, fourth last. Myra's Boy makes his way into the third last position. Inexorable is second to last as they head down the backstretch. First Bid trailing just 6 lengths from first to last. They are compact. Betty's Cash went quick early, slows the tempo down pretty hard here, and Betty's Cash is the pacemaker by 3 parts of a length. Going pretty well here as they approach the forward turn run. Palm Tree running in the second position. My Noble Knight right behind the horses here as Wrecker Point is 3 wide going into the far turn run. My Noble Knight still searching for racing room, going okay as they round the far turn. Plausible Denial, 5th sent along. First Bid, Dick Best, they've both lost position. Hearn is giving way as they come to the top of the lane. Myra's Boy is next within 4 lengths of the lead. They're still packed up at the top of the lane, and My Noble Knight in the blue cap is the one who catches the eye. He looks loaded. Can he find a way out of traffic? He's going to duck to the inside. Palm Tree has the lead. My Noble Knight, now he's going to weave outside. He finds a seam between horses. My Noble Knight on the outside. No excuses from here, and he grabs the lead with a 16 to go. Palm Tree trying to move with him. My Noble Knight head in front. My Noble Knight from Palm Tree coming back. Photo finish. The heads were up and down, but I'm going to give it to My Noble Knight. I think he got a great bob there and had the head. And they're off in the Arkansas Breeders' Championship Stakes. Man in the can from the inside post broke swiftly. Zippy Mark coming up to challenge him early. Great barrier between that pair. 110 Stadium right off of him. A little bit keen, but he's easing off now nicely and gets in a good rhythm and is right on the tail of his stablemate. It's Man in the Can, the leader a half length here. Great barrier there to press the issue. They open up 2 on Zippy Mark and 110 Stadium. They run together. Willow Creek Road on a stronghold right now. Cybertown is outside of him. Ready Shoes is next. Burlsworth saving ground. Lockmore, the defending champion. He's 8 lengths off the lead. Between horses down the backstretch runs. Strike Grids in the meantime. He's tugging pretty hard here. Is 4 wide while passing a few horses. Gap of 3 to Hop and John. Holding pattern and Shea Whiz is the trailer as they head down the backstretch. Great barrier. 72 to 1, really turning it up here. Man in the Can to the inside of him. Those two right together with pressure. Half mile to go. Man in the Can appears to be doing it pretty well, though, and enters the far turn, the Old Pro, a neck in front of Great Barrier. Gap of 2 lengths back to Ready Shoes, trying to advance position. Zippy Mark is 3 deep, making his move on the far outside. Strike Ridge parked 4 wide as they start to sprint around the far turn. 110 Stadium, niggled along. He's still in with a chance down on the inside here. And right behind them, Lockmore is uncoiling a rally. He's going to get to the outside, but has some work to do as they swing off the turn. Zippy Mark, 110 Stadium, they're even now. Great barrier between them, struggling a bit on the inside. 110 Stadium finds a seam and comes charging here far outside. Lockmore's trying to get there too. Wide open, 16th to go. Lockmore on the grandstand side. 110 Stadium, these two with between them Cybertown. 110 Stadium on the inside. 110 Stadium, Keith Asmussen with a rail skimming ride to win the Arkansas Breeders' Championship Stakes. Lockmore, Cybertown second and third, and then Zippy Mark.
This is my Oaklawn.
Looking for a win? When you sign up for Oaklawn Anywhere, there's an easy way to score a $150 bonus, and it's as simple as placing your next bet. Here's how it works. You sign up, place your bets because that's the fun part, and for every $200 you wager in the first 30 days, Oaklawn gives you $50.
$50?
Yes, just keep placing your bets to reach $150 in bonus cash. Easy, right? Every time you hit the $200 mark, you'll get your bonus credited in the next 3 business days. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for Oaklawn Anywhere, place your bets, and start collecting your bonus. It's as easy as it sounds. Remember, the thrill of racing is always at your fingertips with Oaklawn Anywhere. Our season never ends. This message is brought to you by Oaklawn Anywhere, Arkansas's exclusive link to worldwide racing. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
And Laroff. Viney gets the first call of the race. Willie Cutts is hustled for speed in the early stages, and Hicko between that pair firing forward. Cowboy Sense not far off. Cowboy Sense on the inside going to the lead with Hicko, who takes a hold, is pressing from the outside. Willie Cutts runs in third. Flat Out Blessed right behind him. Then Markinsaw well off the fence today. Must be about 5 lengths off dueling leaders who are right together with a half mile to go. We come back in the field to a line of 3. Castle Gap on the inside, God's Country and Percy Road. Another 2 more to Viney and Arcoma as they go into the far turn run. Cowboy Sense into the turn, loses the lead to Hicko, the favorite, who's a neck in front of Cowboy Sense. A length back to Flat Out Blessed, pumped upon from the 3rd position. Willie Cutts between horses right now. God's Country getting closer on the rail, searching for racing room, and the rails open up for him. Wide open for God's Country as Cowboy Sense tried to lug out, turning for home. They come down the stretch. Hicko's the one to catch. God's Country on the inside attempting to run by him now. These two well clear of the others. Markinsaw's into 3rd. It's Hicko approaching the 16th. Pole opens up too as he switches leads from God's Country, Markinsaw, and Percy Road. Hicko will break the maiden today. It's Hicko's day. Hicko by 2. Keith Asmussen, Ron Moquette with a double. God's Country 2nd. Markinsaw 3rd. Percy Road 4th. And Laroff in the Lake Ouachita. Mystic Dan broke like a rocket today, and he's up on the pace, but Saudi Crown's going to take the initiative. Mystic Dan right on his flank here, running in the 2nd spot. Emmanuel running in 3rd. Then the Asmussen Winchell pair. Magic Tap the Gray just ahead of Dymatic, and the trailer early on is Seize the Night. Around the clubhouse turn, it's Saudi Crown, Abel Cedillo on top by 3 parts of a length. Mystic Dan in the 2-path runs in 2nd. Emmanuel 3rd, 3 deep. Magic Tap is next, along with Dymatic. They're side by side, 3 off the pace, and a gap of 2 to Seize the Night as they head down the backstretch. Saudi Crown on the lead, a neck. Mystic Dan a little bit keen to get after him. Just a neck behind. Saudi Crown speeds it up, opens up a length and a tail once again on Mystic Dan, who's still 2nd. Emmanuel 3rd to the outside. Then Magic Tap, Dymatic. They're 2 better than Seize the Night. So Saudi Crown just naturally quickest here. A length and a half in front. Mystic Dan still chasing 2nd. Magic Tap inside of him. Dymatic between Mystic Dan and Magic Tap as they go into the turn. Emmanuel is next as they round the turn. Saudi Crown, 3 furlongs to go. Length and a half in front. Mystic Dan has come under pressure 2nd. Magic Tap 3rd to the inside of Emmanuel, but it's Saudi Crown who has control of things coming to the quarter pole. Saudi Crown a length in front. Mystic Dan's trying to reel him in. He's still got a shot to do it here. Mystic Dan at the top of the lane. Saudi Crown, Mystic Dan. We've seen the A effort from Mystic Dan today. Mystic Dan putting up a strong challenge to Saudi Crown, and these two are head and head, nose and nose, giving their best impression of this year's Kentucky Derby. Saudi Crown, Mystic Dan, a spine-tingling stretch drive, and Saudi Crown got his head in front. Saudi Crown wins the Lake Ouachita, but I'll tell you this, Mystic Dan ran his heart out in 2nd, then Dymatic, and Emmanuel. Good to see Mystic Dan back to good form today. And Laroff A mile and 3/4 this event here, and the gray Unstable Prince is going to the lead today. So Unstable Prince carves out the fractions in the early stages, the first furlong anyway. Looks like Rocco Strong wants to move forward on the inside, but at the moment there's not enough room. Unstable Prince has a 3/4 length edge on Rocco Strong, who's second, but for a mile and 3/4 they're moving in a decent tempo in the early stages. Hess on a stronghold, sitting on go, is very keen outside of him, and Lear, who's farther out 5 wide, going into the far turn for the first time. Then D-Day Reunion off the speedsters today. Logical Myth is next. Shot of Courage on a stranglehold right now. He wants to go, and he's 7 or 8 lengths behind. A gap of 3 to Mensura. Then comes Nepal up. Boogie Bodie towards the back of the pack with Sunrise Drive and Bourbon Life as they hit the quarter pole for the first time. Hess, the favorite, has gone on with it here. Unstable Prince concedes the lead. Hess on the rail and comes down the lane a length in front. On the outside, sitting on go there. Unstable Prince now 3 are across the track as they come down the stretch, and there's a roar from the crowd. Here they come with 1 lap to go. Hess, the leader here by a half length. Unstable Prince between horses, sitting on go is 3 wide, gap of 2 to Lear. He's shown a little more rain with 1 lap to go. Rocco Strong, even with him, gap of 2 to D-Day Reunion. Then Shot of Courage, Logical Myth, racing alone. The Old Pros 10 lengths from the top, gap of 2 to Mansora. Then Nepal up, another 2 to Sunrise Drive, and the 2 at the back, Boogie Bodie and Bourbon Life as they make their way towards the backstretch run here, where Hess in the red blinkers leads a half length. Unstable Prince is in the second position and pressing that front runner. Sitting on go is 3 wide. A length and a half to Shot of Courage. He's gotten a lot closer today while still racing on a hold, and he's 2 lengths off the lead in the 4th position. Then Lear. D-Day Reunion to the inside. Gap of 2 to Mansura. Nepal up, and Logical Myth, who's come under a little bit of a ride down the 3 path. Another 2 to Sunrise Drive. Rafael Bejarano getting to work aboard him. 5 ahead of Bourbon Life. And then comes Boogie Bodie. And Rocco Strong is not being persevered with as they go into the far turn. 3 furlongs to go at the Oaklawn meet. And it's Hess, a neck in front. Unstable Prince still right there with him. Gap of 2. Shot of Courage is creeping in. Not asked for his best yet by Eric Asmussen. He's creeping in 3 wide, approaching the quarter pole. Now there's 3 across the track with Nepal up. The 9-year-old's trying to win the trail's end from 4th, but he's under a ride to do it. Sunrise Drive in 5th. They swing off the corner. Here's Shot of Courage to take command in the 3 path. Unstable Prince 2nd. Hess is beaten in 3rd on the rail. Nepal up's trying to get there. Grandstand side. Shot of Courage. Unstable Prince going at it. Nepal up, and the meet's leading rider, Francisco Arrieta, strike the front with a 16th to go. And it's the 9-year-old, the son of Will Take Charge. It's Nepal up in the trail's end. Second home, Unstable Prince. Then Shot of Courage. Sunrise Drive was next, followed by Mansora, Hess. And then came Bourbon Life. D-Day Reunion was next in the field. Boogie Bodie, sitting on go. Lear, Logical Myth, and Rocco Strong. We'll see you in December for next year's live racing season at Oaklawn Park. Thank you, fans.